Aspen Colorado's chipping away. Cap de Joie a length and a quarter, Aspen Colorado, and Cap de Joie a sustained bid and won it by a length and a half. Steel Storm under the whip, but Brave Mead sprints away and is about 3 lengths in front and is going to win well. Brave Mead to the post scored about 2.5 on the post. Mixed Multi still coming with Teofilo Star. Golden Crusader gripping on from Mixed Multi and just one. Golden Crusader from Mixed Multi. But Cirileo Miss, 100 metres to go, has dropped them. She's going great guns. She'll run all night. Cirileo Miss has bolted in. 4 or 5 lengths Revolution. Imperatriz, Belle Nipotina coming at it. Imperatriz, 3/4 of a length in front. The Kiwi and Omi. It's Imperatriz wins it from Belle Nipotina. But it's Papillon Club. It's going to be a lucky pickup ride here for Tim Clark. And Papillon Club punched out, won it by about 2 lengths of Marty. From last and Kettle Hill, but it's all Sparkle. 100 metres to go for Celine Gaudray. Getting a little bit tired, but has it won. Sparkle won it well. Black Pen second, Kettle Hill third. But it's What You Need. What You Need comes clear. Nice winner. What You Need from Renault Sue Bennett. Cascadian late. Here's Cascadian right over the top of them up to Numerian. Cascadian. It's the Cummings name again in the Australian Cup. Over the top of...
Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Golden Mile Day at Bendigo, the feature of the day. I'm pretty confident of you on this card. I'm particularly keen on a couple of short price favourites and in the first couple of races. I think the first couple of races should be pretty easy for punters to be picking the winner. And there's a couple at value I like as well, around the $5, $5.50 mark. But let's get into the preview, find the winners as we did so well last week. Could you believe it? 6 at the Valley and 3 at Flemington. But hoping to continue on my good form at the moment. Let's get into the preview and find the winners. Race number 1 at Bendigo. It's a benchmark 100 handicap over the 1400 and Illation on top. Not going to surprise anyone here. He was on top last week at Flemington but drew a bad gate. Draws much better here. And this decision from Michael Price and Mick Kent Jr. to save the horse for this week is going to prove beneficial because I think it will be winning and winning impressively. Gets a crossover nose bend, gets a crossover nose bend for the first time and the nasal strip off for the first time and the tongue tie for the first time. Key gear changes I think will help this horse with the 53 kilos. Should be running a hell of a race and winning. Imperial Lad, looked your likely leader from barrier number 1, has the 50 kilos for Sheridan Clark to run really well for John Maloney. Noname Lane, I think it's a big chance. Just wish he drew slightly better than a more inside barrier. And floating out as the class of the field by some way, but can he do it first up? I'm going to say no. I think he needs more ground and possibly as wet a surface. But Illation on top, race 1, Bendigo, 40 the win. I'm quite confident. Race number 2 at Bendigo is a benchmark 70 handicap over the 1300 metres, and I've got Elite Icon on top in what looks a 2-horse race between him and Trey Porty. I'm going with Elite Icon because I thought last start was very good in Adelaide, running second. Was a $2 favourite that day and was entitled to win, but just probably felt the pinch late. But the reason why I've gone with him here is because he's drawn to leader in the race, where Trey Porty is drawn a wider barrier and probably settles back and probably gives Elite Icon a start. Will be having to do too much work. And I think Elite Icon can carry the weight, has carried weight before and been very successful. And Declan Bates, a good, strong jockey. Trey Porty for second, the only danger to Elite Icon. Second up, further improvement to come, so I'm interested to see how it goes. Demarque, probably the interesting runner in the race. Chris Fuller for Tommy Stockdale. Interested to see how it goes. And drop the mic. The best roughie of the day at $26. But I'm with the Elite Icon race 2 at Bendigo. 15 the win. Not a confidence bet, but I think the leader will get it done. Race number 3 at Bendigo is the Vobis Gold Rush over the 1,000 metres. And I'm with She's All Shenanigans. Third up for Linda Meach. 56 kilos. And barrier number 5 for Simon Zara. I think it'll prove hard to beat here. And at 4.6, it's a great price to have a good bet on her. Pretty keen on its chances. Like I said, third up, hard fit, broke the maiden at Bendigo, winning by 2.5 lengths behind Timon beating Tamont and Heuristic, and I got a bit of opinion of Heuristic. Then went to Morpheville, ran third in the Cinderella Stakes, where I thought was very good that day, and the form's been frank with Bossy Nick coming out and winning at Flemington in a good race. So I think there's a massive chance and does draw one, has a good leading jockey in the saddle. Croation Belle is a ripping chance, but the query was first up with a wide barrier. Do you want to take the price? I certainly didn't. That's why I went looking for a bit of value. Elephant Stone, I think can run a bit of a race at $5 and is the best chance of the unraced brigade. And Magic Madonna looked to be over the odds at $11, but 25 to win on She's All Shenanigans is how I'm going to play the Vobus Gold Rush. Race number 4 at Bendigo. It's a benchmark 84 handicap over the 2,400 metres in what only looks 2 chances here. And I'm quite keen on Sing for Peace for Patrick Payne and Talia Hope. Was a dominant winner last start, although an easier grade, made an absolute mess of them at Pakenham over the 2,000 metres, winning by nearly 2 lengths. Better suited up in distance to the 2,400 metres with the lightweight dropping a whopping about 5 kilos from last run. Talia Hope in the saddle, rode the horse last start and draws an inside barrier. I think this horse is very, very hard to beat. From Caboche, the only danger. Chris Waller doesn't get it wrong when he brings himself. Though has only had the 2 wins from 19 starts. Wahine Tower, anywhere near its best, would go very close here with a lightweight and a long arm. Backs up off last week and does drop significantly in weight and does have barrier number 10. Could run a race at $17. But Sing for Peace on top. Bendigo race 4. I'm very keen on those chances. Probably don't have enough on, but $30 the win on her. Race number 5 at Bendigo. It's a gold bracelet over the 1,400 metres, and I'm with Foxy Frida on top. Won this race first up last year with Billy Egan in the saddle, and I'm confident that she can go back-to-back. From barrier number 4, Billy Egan back in the saddle with the 58 kilos. There's a lot of weight to carry, but I still think can do it, considering last year when she won it, she carried a very big weight as well in carrying the 59 kilos. So it actually drops a kilo from her last year's run and does still have the inside run. I think is going to prove very hard to beat here for Billy Egan. Life Lesson's probably the best mare in the race, having been stakes competitive. And I think it can run a race for Peter Moody. Belle, I'm very interested to see why it's been back. I didn't think it was any chance at all. And Agreeable needs to find its best form, but I think and Will Clarkin doesn't get it wrong when he travels his horses. But Foxy Frida on top of the Bendigo Gold Brace at 35 to win. I'm quite confident Billy Egan can score his first win back race riding. Race number 6 at Bendigo is the Bendigo St. Ledger Trial over the 2,200 metres, and the absolute moral of the program comes up in this race, and it's Queen Air. Jared Fry in the saddle for Lindsay Smith gives the field 6 kilos, but I still think she'll be too good for them because she won impressively last start at the Valley, has been stakes performed in the past, and to be quite honest with you, the others have to lift to even be at her level, where she's going to be showing improvement. 4th up to the 2,200 metres should suit right down to the ground, and is quite clearly the one they have to beat. From Northern Barrage, the only danger in the race, I thought with the inside draw counter in the race. Midnight Glow, interesting to see how it does, but does have Anthony Darman in the saddle for John Salinitri, and Kildrummie, the roughie in the race. I thought could run a race for Danny O'Brien and Alana Kelly, but does have the white barrier in 15. But Queen Air on top of the Bendigo St. Ledger Trial. She'll win 50 the win. Race number 7 at Bendigo. It's a listed Bendigo Guineas over 1,400 metres, and I'm with My Belle. Tipped her at the Valley, and it wasn't a bad run. Settled up on speed with Parasol, where My Belle had to do the work from the wide barrier. Parasol had the inside draw and did no work, kicked away and won impressively. But My Belle was still fighting all the way to the line, and now draws better and has Jared Fry in the saddle with the 58 kilos. And I think it's a massive chance. And I do think 650 is over the odds for a horse that could blow this field away up to the 1,400 metres. Tested at this distance for the first time, but I'm confident she can measure up against these. Is It Me was a horror watch at Flemington. Should have won by the length of the straight. I'm sorry for bringing it up if you were on, but should have been winning that day. The Fortune Teller can run a race. First up, and I think can run a race. Third up for the Fortune Teller. And Meridius, last start Flemington winner. Can he go on with it here? I think so. Good chance. But My Belle on top of the list at Bendigo getting 25 the win on her. Race number 8 at Bendigo is a listed Golden Mile over the 1,600 metres, and I'm with Munamek, otherwise named His Race. And I'm pretty keen on his chances here with the 54.5 with barrier number 6. Dan Moore in the saddle. What an emphatic win it was last start. Loves the mile. Will be winning here, and I'm pretty confident in its chances. One at the 1600 metres at Flemington and at Moonee Valley. Not hard to do to go back to back, particularly at those tracks, but stays low in the weights. Favourite, I think, can get the job done for us again. An Inspirational Girl I've got for second. I've got to have a peanut on her the win because she's just so good second up. Was never a chance first up over the mile in the matron. And now has Benny Allen sticking. And I think with the second up record she's got with a sting out of the track, distance record, I think she's going to run a hell of a race, and $19 is over the odds. Quality Time has a fair bit to turn around on Munamak and Diagula. I could never have seen him starting $23 a couple of months ago, but the first up run was disappointing. But Munamak on top of the listed Golden Mile, 40 the win and 5 the win on Inspirational Girl, the roughie that I think can win. Race number 9 at Bendigo. It's a benchmark 84 handicap over the 1100 metres to finish the day, and I'm with my numero uno on top, quite keen on its chances. Ran an outstanding race first up from a bleed, and to get within a half length, nearly a nose of Midwest, was a massive effort, and I think we'll be trotting in here in the last. 60 kilos on its back, won't worry it. Jamie Mott sticking, powerful ride, and from barrier number 3, just count the cash, it's home. From Ma Merrigan, didn't handle the straight last start, and at $10 for a very promising good horse. Then and again, having only won the 2 races, but I still think can go pretty close here. And at $10, I think is not over the odds, but about its right price. Do Your Punk in for third. First up, I think I'll need the run. And Buoyancy, this horse could very well blow this field away as the best form in the race. Has the big weight for Benny Allen and Michael Enright, but I still think can run really well. But my numero uno on top in the last, 30 the win. I'm quite confident in its chances. Thank you everyone for watching the preview for Golden Mile Day at Bendigo, the Turf of Champions, apparently, according to some, particularly Rick McIntosh. But I hope you've enjoyed the preview, and I'm looking forward to next weekend being the Victoria Handicap. But of course, got to get through this weekend first, and I'm quite confident I will at least score about 5 winners here and keep the good form that I'm in going. And like I said, quite confident on a few, and I hope you've enjoyed the preview, and I'll see you next week.